Hello.
We're actually in Bangkok.
That's right.
Yeah, so I know a lot of you guys have been telling us on video that, oh, what about the cost of living in Bangkok and all that? And guess what?
We
We're
are here.
here. Yeah,
Yes.
and we've been here for a few days now. In fact, quite a while, in fact. And we'll be heading off to another location next week. But right now, we are here in Bangkok. We are here in our lovely Airbnb, and the city of Bangkok is behind us. A gorgeous, gorgeous day. So
That's right.
let us know how you guys are and what you'd like us to see in Bangkok, if anything. So we are here to, scout out the cost of living for you guys. We're here to update you what's going on in 2023 in Bangkok. John and I, we haven't been back in Bangkok since before COVID. John was in Bangkok in 2019. I think I was in 2018, 17.
Yep.
So a lot has changed in Bangkok since then. John, would you like to update a little bit?
Yeah. So for me, the biggest difference before and after the pandemic is, I noticed, like, for example, some of the street hawkers, not so many along, especially the touristy area, the town areas. They shifted them away.
Yep.
The streets looks cleaner as well. And there are a few new malls which we'll share later on in some of our videos, where it's wow, really, architecture is amazing and the way they do it is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
So
And the tourists are
yeah.
back. So Bangkok is, packed as ever. We've got people from all over the world and a lot of Singaporeans, right, in Bangkok. So it really feels, just a very modern city, very metropolis. And of course, there's tons and tons of international cuisine everywhere. So we are spoiled for choices, to be honest.
So the tourists, the international folks, together with the locals, it seems very the integration is like very seamless, because you have the locals going about doing their things, then you have all the different foreigners coming together, and in Bangkok it really seems that everybody is staying in harmony. People are very tolerant of each other. People are very courteous, very aware, and I love that, because as a foreigner it doesn't make me feel unwelcome, especially if I have plans to live here or retire here. So the experience that I get is, the energy is very good, and even though certain parts of town is quite busy here and there, but everybody has a common are very courteous, and like, for example, in the MRT or the BTS stations, people give way to each other. I noticed that about the locals, especially, they get up, they give the seats to the elderly and pregnant women with kids, or rather parents with kids. That's very lovely to see.
Hi, Darren. Good to have you on board. Let's see. Bangkok. Well, Bangkok is a big city, right? So they've got all sorts of international cuisine and local cuisine. So if you're talking about expensive in terms of food, you've got your high end and you've got also your low end. So for example, we can eat a Michelin Bib Gourmand hawker fare for two people at 200 baht, right?
Yes.
And that includes, one bowl for me, one bowl for John. We've got an extra appetizer, we've got two drinks, and it's 200 baht, right?
That's
and
like
200 baht is
6
like,
USD, 8
Yeah.
Sing dollars, and
yeah,
20 over ringgit.
Yeah, that's right. So,
That's right.
no, not really. That is more expensive. It really depends, right? The quality, the cuisine. You can really go high end as well.
that's
You can
right.
go for Michelin food. You can go for rooftop bars. So I can't really compare in terms of cost. It's really different. I mean, KL as well. You can get your wonton mee for 9 ringgit. You can get Michelin star food as well. So comparatively, it's okay. The train itself, I do find, is a little bit expensive compared to Malaysia, though, the MRT, right? Because Malaysia, you can get it for like 3 ringgit, 4 ringgit one way. In Bangkok, it's a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, but relatively, for public transport, it's still very affordable. And then you have your Grab, and then you can always get your private hire if you want to go to further places. All in all, I think Bangkok, if you stay in around the town area, is very well connected. You can get to different areas very easily. We walked a lot.
Yep.
We usually take the transit systems, the occasional Grab so far.
Yep.
And Well, if you're someone living here and you are not staying too far away from town, I would say getting from one end to another would be like maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, that's all.
Yep.
Right? But of course, you got to walk and squeeze a little with the crowd, especially if you're in the very prime areas, like you have places like along Sukhumvit Road, Asok, you have stations like Thong Lo, Akamai, and then you have the town area, which is Siam, where Siam Paragon is. And then you have your Central World, you have your Pratunam, the shopping district. So all in all, if you are thinking of, for example, retiring here, and you can stay somewhere off center, but you can easily get to town if you stay along one of the BTS or MRT line stations.
Yeah, and just to give you guys a taste of how the prices are like, right, in Bangkok for rental, for example. Honestly, we like to go for Airbnb because then we've got the pool, we've got the gym, and it's not so crowded, right? Like a hotel, in and out, in and out. So, like for example, we've got my best friend in Bangkok right now here with us. So we've been having a lot of fun, and they're paying more for a 3-star hotel per night compared to us per night, right? And it's for them it's just one hotel room, right, with a king size bed. For us, we've got a kitchenette, we've got something went wrong. Tap to retry. Yeah. So we've got a kitchenette, we've got a pool, we've got a washer dryer, so a balcony. So you get more bang for your buck, right, if you go for Airbnb, and because we're staying here a little bit longer than they are.
Yeah.
So of course it makes more financial sense as well.
Yeah, because without reviewing too much, about 9 years ago I came here to scout for properties to invest, and I will share more about the property scene in one of my later videos. There are a lot of condominiums, especially along Sukhumvit Road, where we are staying as well, in a very prime location. And we found that because there's so many units and they are all very well kept, mind you, whether it's the pool. Actually, I'm looking at the pool right now. We're actually on top of our condominium. Very well maintained, even though the condo might be like 4, 5, 6 years old. So if you're really looking here for whether it's a short-term stay as a tourist or longer-term stay, you can really consider the condominiums here in Bangkok. 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, even 3 bedroom apartments. They would be, I would say, more than adequate for you, and definitely comparing hotels in terms of the cost, it's actually more cost effective.
To answer your question, Darren, co-living, we're not very sure. We've not seen any so far. But what I can tell you is that the Airbnb apartments, there's plenty of them. So actually, competition is pretty fierce.
Yes, that's right.
Not sure whether co-living would do as well because the Airbnb space is already very I would say quite competitive, right? And it's really very nice. The condos are big. There's one that's going for 3,000 square feet for a 3-bedroom condo, right? So it's huge. Of course, it's not so nicely, the facade is not so nice, but yeah, it's huge. It's really huge. 3 bedrooms, very big, 3,000 square feet. So yeah, so I think co-living may not be so popular here. We've not seen much anyway.
So more on that, co-living definitely something that I will cover as well in one of our later videos when I cover the accommodation section. Let's talk a little bit about early retirement. Actually, for Bangkok or even Thailand, we have the other places as well, like Koh Samui, there's Krabi, there's other beach destinations which we are considering as well. One of the key criteria for us for an early retiree is, of course, access to food, right? For Bangkok, it's really a food haven. You have from the lower spectrum, as Fran covered earlier, from your street food all the way to your fine dining, and all the ones in the middle as well. So I would say the scene for food is extremely vibrant. Accommodation is not an issue. You can always find a place that's very affordable to stay within town. If looking at, let's say, healthcare facilities, actually we see quite a few like hospitals, clinics, dental clinics. So I haven't really looked into it, but so far from what I see, we've so many foreigners and a lot of retirees staying here as well. I don't see that as an issue.
Yep.
Groceries, groceries, I don't know where to start.
Groceries alone makes John want to stay put in Bangkok,
Yeah.
because of the huge selection of your cold cuts, your meats, your beef, your Kobe, and so many things.
Yeah.
It's
Fresh
like, wow.
fruits, and the kind of brands that's available here, both local and international.
What?
I'm single, I can't wait.
To be- yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Darren, which country are you currently in? Yeah, just let us
Let's
know
put
in
in the comments below. Yeah. So early retirement I think for Bangkok, there are a lot of, it is in the mind of many people, especially if you want to stay in a city, but offers the entire spectrum. You can
Yeah.
have a budget that's as low cost as you want, and you can have it as high as you want. And the people here can really spend, the rich here can really spend, because we notice it in some of the malls, especially one that we've been just yesterday. Very, how do I put it? The entire mall speaks of
Class.
extravagance. Yeah, okay.
Class and extra. I mean, we walked into a Porsche showroom, right, to kind of customize our car, and it was, I mean,
No, we are not buying.
I can never get that in Malaysia or Singapore, right? Imagine I walk into a Porsche showroom and okay, I want to customize and I want a Carrera, I want this color, I want the seats. So you can get that, and the even the ladies' toilet is air conditioned with huge sofa, and it's very decadent, right?
Go plating.
And even my best friend who travels quite often, she said, "Wow, Bangkok malls is the most luxurious I've ever been to ever in the world." And I kind of agree with her. And to be honest, I feel that Asia malls in Asia are a lot more luxurious and decadent and more exciting than malls in, for example, other countries like the US, Europe, and Australia, New Zealand.
Well, one of the
That's
reasons is because in Asia there's always a lot of new developments, especially in emerging countries like Thailand or even Indonesia. You see a lot of new concepts, new malls. There is not really a replica in well, if I can say Singapore, right, my country, right. Sometimes Singapore, some of the heartland malls, they are a bit of a replication, and you see very similar brands and the same type of brands that's kind of mirrored in the different neighborhoods in Singapore.
Yeah.
Whereas in Bangkok, I noticed in the different shopping malls, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar as well, been to Bangkok, they are different concepts and they're always trying out new things. For example, in one of the malls, Central Mall, coffee, right, specialty coffees. Every corner we turn, we see a different coffee
pop-up
yeah,
coffee
just pop-up.
joint, right?
Different concept.
So it's not like, oh, you've got a Starbucks, so you've got another Starbucks. It's actually different local coffee joints pops up in different areas in the same floor, on the same floor, right?
Yes.
So you're spoiled for choices, and the coffee is good. It's not like, oh, the coffee sucks, so they won't be around for the next few months. But actually, the coffee is actually good, and it's different brands, so you're not gonna get bored. And you've got your desserts, you've got Japanese food. So the Japanese, the Thais, they love the Japanese food.
Yeah, I was just going to mention
right?
that. It's like a mini Japan here in Thailand.
Yes, that's right. So you've got lots of arrays of Japanese food, and there's a big Japanese community as well in Thailand.
That's right. And Koreans as well. In fact, where we are staying now is quite near the Korean town. So we noticed other than the Japanese and other than Japanese, the Koreans are here like almost in full force as well. And I will expect once China really fully opens its borders, we'll see a lot of Chinese tourists from China as well.
Yeah. So I think that's about it, guys. We just wanted to pop by and say hello, and you can expect lots and lots and lots of more videos
That's
about
right.
Thailand. And we're going to another location, but we're not going to tell you, okay?
That's right.
So stay tuned, and we'll catch up with you guys soon. We might do another live in the other location as well. And yeah, stay tuned for all our videos. Thank you so much for watching this, and put in the comments, right? Even though this video may not be live anymore.
Later.
Yeah. So put in the comments, what kind of places that you enjoy about Bangkok. What's your favorite part about Bangkok, and what are maybe some of the things that you feel that we should go and visit.
That's
okay?
right.
And we'll see you guys soon. Darren, see you.
Yeah, see you. Kop kun kap.
Yep. And high tea at hotels. Yeah, we already had one a few days ago. So okay, we'll catch you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.